Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to Life with Shabomwe. I hope everyone is doing great. Now in this video I'm going to be showing you guys my trick I use to avoid my eyebrow from getting oily throughout the day. And this is something I personally used to struggle with when I had just started to actively get into makeup, when I had just started to interact with makeup. I used to struggle with the same issue, okay? Like, no koraka makeup kawe, and then you go out, next thing you know, your eyebrow is all shiny and it's not in place, because it's hard to keep a shiny, oily eyebrow in place. Meaning you can hug your little boo and your eyebrow will stain his shirt, and we do not want that. Okay, of course you can stain him a little, but minimally, respectfully, okay? So that is why I'm going to be giving you this trick that I discovered. And of course I was able to discover this trick from being able to stick to one makeup brand, okay? Mostly, okay? Because when you're just getting into makeup, I encourage you to explore, have fun with the brands. But once you start to settle into your style, especially when it comes to makeup, because there is also like the type of makeup, at one point you settle into the type of makeup that works for your face, okay? So find a brand that you really like that works for you, okay? Personally, it's MAC Cosmetics. For those of you who have been on the channel for some time, you've noticed those are the brands that's the brand I gravitate towards too, mostly, okay? Now first things first, this is my bare face. All I have is my body lotion. I've not done anything to it. I know it doesn't look as good as I want it to be, but I'm working on it, okay? But there's been a big improvement from the eye bags, okay? So I'm happy about that, and my skin is finally toning, so happy girl, okay? So before we get into the video, thank you guys for watching. Some of the videos, the views are beautiful, okay? And the subscriber number is going up, slow but steady. I love it. I'm a happy girl. Okay? So one thing I can promise you guys is my content, I promise it will continue to improve, okay? And I'm adding in things like makeup, because some of you you like my makeup, so let me give you more tips and tricks. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's get into the video, okay? So this product right here, I initially bought it for what it's meant to do, okay? But here's the thing with makeup. Most of the time you'll be surprised that you can use one product to do something else and it will work beautifully. That is why I'm encouraging you, for those of you who are still playing with makeup, go wild, figure out what works for you. Now this product is it's part of the Prep and Prime, okay? It's the Eye Extend Base, the 24-hour Eye Extend Base, okay? And it's a very little tube, tiny product, okay? Let me see. Sorry, it's okay? So that's the product I use. Now, caution, this is a product you use as a base, okay? So basically we are using it for your base, and it controls the oils, okay? That's why it's an eyeshadow base. It holds your eyeshadow in place without it creasing. However, what I like to do is simply do this, okay? Very small piece size, okay? As you can see, you don't need a dot, okay? This is something, okay? This is something you are going to use, okay, for a long time, and it's a very tiny product, okay? Is it slightly pricey? Yes, but it works, okay? So what we do is just go on. Remember, it can't be too much, because if it's too much, your eyebrow will look ashy, okay? So it has to be just that amount, okay? Just around the eyebrow, all right? Let's add a little bit more. Okay, so that's okay. Then we do for the other eyebrow. Okay, so that's it. Brush, as you can see already, it's all turning a little bit white, okay? So I just go in with the brush and brush it out, okay? I've not really trimmed my eyebrow, so it's okay, but we'll work with it, okay? Now, of course, today is content day for me because I'm filming a few more videos for both TikTok and YouTube, okay? I do that just to have content on me so I don't miss days, okay? Because it's happened before and I don't like it when I'm not consistent with things I commit to, honey, okay? So anyway, let's get into the other part. All you're going to need is your very, very cheap eye pencil, okay? Yes, I know you're like, girl, from Mac to what? Eye pencil for Nkome Bede? What is going on? Come closer so you can see what I'm. So you see that? First go along your eyebrow, okay? Like your natural eyebrow, just slightly out of it then. So you keep your natural eyebrow shape, okay? Then I like to go on top as well. And follow, just simply fill that in, okay? Now, you might be wondering why the brown eye pencil, because I like to start with the brown eye pencil because it's easy to clean up, okay? Now, my hair is very dark. It's like actually black, okay? So I'm going to have to fill this in, okay? With the black eyebrow powder, okay? Because now Opera, okay, I love it for the eyebrow products, okay, and their brush with the dark, okay, just to make sure it's just brush it in lightly. Then I love this brush because it's angled, so it's easy to fill in the last bit, okay? Then I like to go in with this as well and just brush it in, blend it, okay? Blend it. Don't worry, we are going to clean that out. All right, so now we are going to go in with my MAC Conceal and Correct palette, okay? Of course, I go in with this shade, the dark shade, the medium shade, because you don't want it too light, okay? Because you want it to look natural, so you don't want it to look too bright. You want to be able to define your eyebrow without shocking people, please, okay? So get yours. Have a steady hand, be confident, and just clean. Okay, we'll blend that out, of course, definitely. All right, so that's the eyebrow so far. Of course, now we are going to go and blend, clean up the top part, okay? Yes, I figured this needs to be more highlighted and more clean and smooth, so I added more product, okay? So as you can see, it's light, but it's not too light, so that's just what works for me, okay? And I feel like don't go too light for your concealer, okay? It looks unnatural, okay? So one trick that helps me to make sure both eyebrows are like on the same level is this. So initially, there's that concealer that you leave here, so I try to see if the lines are joined. That's how I make sure both my eyebrows are on the same level, or like are equal, okay? So now we are going to go ahead and clean up the top, okay? Of course, I'm not done with the eyebrow, but we just have to do the clean up first, okay? So we are going to go ahead and clean the top, okay? Now the top, please use foundation. Use your foundation. I've seen people tell people to use concealer, but it's too bright. It makes you look like your eyebrows are trying to fly off your face, okay? So my thing is, of course, get your foundation, pump some on your hand, your flat brush, a clean flat brush. It has to be different from the one you are using, okay? Then you go in, okay? Start from up to make sure the product is not too much and it doesn't kill your eyebrow. There we go. That's the beauty of having a flat brush. It's easy to clean it out, okay? So what I like to do is this. I like to just blend it out with my finger because we are going to go ahead and see how sharp that looks, honey, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and just make sure it's all good. All right, that's the shape I like, okay? Something, I've finished cleaning up this other eyebrow. That's how we look, okay? Yes, so to make sure that we also have the tops matching, I like to do this with, of course, foundation, okay? To make sure they're on the same level. That's how you make sure they're on the same level. Then, of course, as I put in the foundation, we'll blend it out, which we are about to do, baby, okay? Yes. Okay. BB cream, of course, from MAC as well. And it has SPF, okay? It's a beauty balm. It's going to be slightly lighter. Do not get scared, okay? We get to blend it out, all right? Okay. Then I like to get my, okay, my prep and the spray, okay? Put a little bit on the brush because the brush is clean and it's dry, okay? So just go in. I know it's crazy, it looks crazy, but be patient, Omera, okay? Oh, don't forget to go on your eyelids with your brush, by the way, okay? Don't be shy because you also get to, you see that blend coming in around the eyebrow? So this brush will do it as well. I know this BB cream is light, okay, for me, but you will see, okay? We are going to go in with the foundation, okay? The type of foundation I'm using, again, it is still MAC, okay, in the shade NW40 in NW55, but I do know I'll have to get a lighter shade soon, okay, because you know you need what on master, all right? So eventually I'll have to update that, okay? So of course some of it on the hand, never get your brush and directly contact it into the product unless it's a pressed-in concealer, okay? Okay, so we go in with my foundation. Don't be shy, okay? You see that blend? You see that blend on the eyebrow, okay? That's what we want. Please don't put eyeshadow on your lip. Please don't put foundation on your lips. I have seen people do it. It's not good because the consistency of the foundation and usually the lipstick are two different things. Don't forget your neck, and it can easily make you look like, what is going on? What in the ghost, okay? So let's add some more foundation for my biggest East African forehead, my 4G network that I carry from me, okay? So Bambi, don't worry, we are blending this out, okay? As I've said in many other videos here, when it comes to foundation, to powder, please press it in, okay? Don't do this. I've seen people do this. It is so wrong. That's why a lot of you do makeup and you end up having to put filters over your makeup, okay? You need to look airbrushed. So pressing in the product, make sure you end up looking airbrushed, okay? Press in, press in, press in. This is of course damage from my old pimples when I was a teen, but you know, we've worked on it, okay? So press your product in. Of course this is going to be light because of the foundation. Come here and blend it. No, never. Koraka, blend, sweetheart. Blend like you are going to see the mother of your ex, okay? Who said you would never be good enough for his son, for her son. The fuck? Okay, noreba kabrendiwe nokareba. When you press in your product, you end up looking airbrushed, noreba. Okay, then of course I like to go in with my spray again. Okay, yes, give it time to sit on the face and dry. Then we are going to go ahead and conceal. Okay, actually no, let's first do the eyeshadow, because I prefer to do the eyeshadow first and we get done with the eye. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys how I'm able to blend everything out and we get to that clean nice slate. Okay, and of course my eyebrow is not as dark as I want it to be, but I'll be making it darker to match my hair once we are done. Okay, now that's us after blending the foundation and the concealer and cleaning out both eyebrows on both sides. Okay, yes, now next I want us to get into the eyeshadow. Okay, of course this is going to be very simple, very natural, very minimal. Okay, now the best you can get for your eyeshadow, especially the nude looks, is this P. Louise base. Okay, you don't know P. Louise, check her out, you're going to love her products. Okay, so some on a brush and just go in. Okay, you don't need a lot, it has to be just a little bit. So after you apply that P. Louise, as you see already, it has brightened up the base of the eyeshadow. And I know I've seen people use white bases, which is so wrong. I'm here to tell you that if you have the right quality of products, you don't have to do a lot to make the color of your eyeshadow pop. If you find yourself having to use a white base to make your eyeshadow pop, it's either the eyeshadow that is cheap or the pigment is cheap. Okay, a good palette, the pigment is going to show up, just the way I'm going to show you a very good nude palette that I'm currently obsessed with, beloved, and it's what we are going to be using in this video. Okay, okay, slightly drag it up. Okay, as I said, you want it very natural. Then we go into Amito. Okay, Amito is slightly dark. That's Amito. Okay, of course close to the lash line. I don't want it too much. Okay, just the outside corner. Then we go in with some Naomi. Okay, just to give it some close to the lash line. Okay, because simple, close to the lash line. Okay, close to the lash line. I don't know if you people are loving the look, but we shall see, because this is mbona karakuhaka smoky, but not too smoky, not too in your face. No kareba. So just make sure you blend and get a clean brush. Of course, dip a little bit of it in a doot. Okay, so a doot is lighter, so okay, noreka ka brush off karyon kaza no kareba. Yes, then blend. You can even go in circles. Eyeshadow you have to blend because it's color, otherwise no, you can go wash funny. Candy, you don't want to look funny. The goal is okubanisa. Okay, yes. So that's it. Yes. So now we are going to conceal. Please don't use too much. Okay, Just a little goes a long way. As you can see, I don't really use too much, okay? And you're going to notice I don't do extreme contouring because naturally I have a very small nose, okay? I have a small nose, so if I contour too much, my nose disappears, okay? So let's go ahead and blend this. As you can see, you don't need too much, okay? Now you must be wondering, why am I waiting to put the mascara onto the lashes? One, I don't wear lashes. I used to. The few times I have worn lashes, I was doing a PR package from the Fix Cosmetics and I had to try them on. I used to wear eyelashes a lot, okay, until I moved back home and grew back my eyelashes, okay? So they are long enough, as in comfortably enough for me to wear without having to add eyelashes, okay? So just do that, you see? It doesn't have to be a lot. It doesn't have to be a lot. And you're also going to notice I don't contour too much, like the extreme cream contour. I do it like subtly with the powder, which you're going to find out, okay? So press the product in. Again, pressing the product in gives you that flawless transition. Don't rub. That's the only way you can blend your product in right, okay? By pressing it in, okay? So next we go in with some translucent powder, okay? Light, don't put heavy, because when you put too much, let's say you're taking pictures or videos, especially with no filters. That is why I am comfortably able to do videos and photos and things like that without filters, okay? Because a little goes a long way, especially if you're using the right product, okay? So you end up looking too ashy, which you don't want, okay? So mainly it's just that, a little bit around there, okay? Yes. Let me come closer so you see. The less product you use, the more flawless, okay? The trick is knowing how to blend. The trick is knowing how to blend and knowing the consistencies, what consistencies work together. And another thing a lot of you need to understand is when it comes to makeup, you can't mix oil-based products with water-based, especially foundations, okay? Yes, so oh, and in case you're wondering why I've not done my eyelashes, I do them last because at this point now there's too much powder flying around the face, which you have to avoid, okay? If you do your eyelashes, let's say I do my mascara right now, by the time I'm done with the powder, with the highlighter, all the powders, the loose powders, all the highlighters will be on the eyelashes, which you don't want, okay? The whole point is to give you that flawless natural look, which lately is what I go for, okay? Minimal, very nice, okay? So the pressed powders in NW45, okay? Yes, so again, press in your powder, okay? Now, if you've noticed, this brush I'm using is a little bit flat at the top, okay? Why? It helps me get to put powder around the eyebrow, okay? Without actually getting into the eyebrow. I know, but these are things I've noticed work for me, and these are things I've discovered on my own, okay? But they work, okay? Again, please don't forget your next, because remember we put in some foundation, so you have to lock that up with your powder, your pressed powder, okay? Now when you're done with that, you're going to go in again with your, especially now this is going to be, since I'm doing content there, okay, I go in with the Fix Matte, okay, the spray, this, okay. Okay, of course, when you're doing this spray, please cover your eye look, your eyebrows, because it's matte, okay, and sometimes it can leave spots on your eyeshadow or your eyebrows, okay, which you don't want. So once I'm done with that, I also like to go in again with the powder and press it in. That way the makeup will sit and hold longer, okay. This is just something that works for me, okay. I just want to share it. You can try it out if it works, okay. Again, I like to go in with more powder, okay. As I said, it's content day, or if you're headed out, you're going to be out in the sun, I would recommend this makeup routine right here, okay. Because me, I go out and people are like, we've seen you for 7 hours, the face is still sitting, tell us. So I am finally telling you, all right. So now I'm going to do my little contour thing, okay. As I said, I don't do heavy contouring. It's just I use powder, and of course we use Auntie Riri, okay. Yes, in Mocha Mami. Sorry, it's dirty, but okay, Mocha Mami. But I live and breathe this, okay. Yes, so I just like to go and I know looks weird, but okay. Then I have this brush, okay. It has to be clean. It has to be clean. It shouldn't have any other product on it, darling, okay. Yes, so this is the same brush I'm going to use to contour my cheeks, my 4G emitter over forehead, okay. So I have to first start with this so it doesn't get too, because we can't risk the nose getting too, you know. Already my nose is non-existent, so if I over contour, I don't know if you can see that, but it's coming like, but it's not that crazy, okay. You can still see like, okay, because I have a naturally small nose, so it can easily disappear, okay. Then I go in with this brush, all right. Then I just go, I don't like it when I just like some color on my cheeks ish, okay. Then my forehead, yes, because you know, see that, see that, okay. Then what I like to do, I like to go in with my powder brush, okay. I like to go in with my powder brush and just go in. That way it just doesn't look like unnatural, because that brush can leave that. I like to look contoured, but I don't like to make it too obvious, if you know what I mean. But you know, that's just me. And I just go along that line where the brush passed and just go in, and yeah, okay. Then another round of the pss, pss, okay. So next, let's get into the eyelash primer, okay. I do use an eyelash primer. That way it's able to make my lashes look more zhuzhed up, okay, more boom, all right. So I am obsessed with this Smashbox lash primer, okay. It's a bit white, it's a bit creamy, but you have to leave it on for a few minutes before you add on the mascara, okay. And it comes with a little it's like mascara, okay. It's a little nasty because, you know, happens, brown skin girl, it happens, okay. Your makeup at one point gets tinted, okay. So let's go ahead and put the primer on. As you can see, that's the product, okay, primer. So those are my eyelashes, okay, and that is why I no longer wear eyelashes. and I used to feel like eyelashes used to like make me look really old. Okay, I was aging very fast with the eyelashes, but now my face looks a little bit of like kachwiti, a baby, you know. So that's how the lashes look before I put with the primer. Okay, so as we wait for the lash primer to come down, I go to my baby Fix Cosmetics again with the Unbold palette and go tap into the Tubman. For those of you who have been on the channel for some time, I've talked about this Tubman. Okay, and I just like to go here, you see, give myself some rosiness, you see. Okay, now why do I like to use, do I have blush? Yes, I do have blush. Okay, but I like to use this from the Fix Cosmetics because it has a little bit of shimmer to it, but it's not too much, you see. So I love how it looks under the highlighter, under the light as well. See how pretty it looks. I love how pretty it looks. Okay, oh, do you see how the side with the blush looks different from this side that doesn't have blush? Crazy. So twins now. Okay, yeah, and I like to do that to make sure it's on the same level. Okay, okay.
So that's
one
the
of
blush.
my favorite parts about makeup, highlighter. I love highlighter. I remember my very first highlighter was from MAC. My face was like a disco ball. Okay, I was shining, honey. Okay, so but now of course I still like highlighter, but a more, you know, a more grown 30-year type of highlighter. Okay, and of course I'm using the Hyper Glow palette from MAC Cosmetics. Okay, then my little fun brush. Okay, you want to see how much I love highlighter? Okay, that's my most used one, of course. Okay, so it doesn't have to be too much. Why? You want it to look like it's coming from within you. Okay, you need to look like Zozo appointment Zozod. Okay, so blend it. Okay, see what I was talking about. I like how it blends in with the blush. Okay, so of course I'm going to continue to blend this because, so you want your highlighter to be there but for it to look natural. Okay, that's why it's called highlighter, not powder, darling. All right, yes. Then of course Harper. Okay, now I have seen people highlight this part, but I never do because one, my skin easily gets very oily. Okay, and these are the areas that are quick to get oily. Okay, so I feel like putting highlighter there, and I have a huge ass forehead. Okay, with my huge ass forehead, my 4G over forehead can't allow highlighter there. Okay, so if you have a big forehead like me, please avoid highlighter on your forehead. Okay, keep it for the cheeks and the nose. Okay, so let's get into the nose. For the nose, I like it bright. I like it in your face because it makes because I have a very small nose, so with the highlighter there's a way it makes my nose of like, oh, more visible. Okay, of oh my god, we can see she has a nose. So see, that's why from this angle you can be like, oh, she has a nose, and I like that. Okay, so tap it in. Then I like to go in with my finger and just, then same brush slightly on the bridge as well. So one other final place that I do personally love to highlight, especially when I do a dark, slightly darkish eye, okay, I like to highlight my waterline, okay, not all of it, just this, okay, that way it opens up the eye, okay. Yes, it opens up the eye because with the eyeshadow there's a way it goes, but with that it opens it up and we can be, okay, there's a way it's a little sexy and flirty, okay. Yes. Oh, I've had this palette for a very long time, okay, so I know it's a very old palette, but I love its mirror, okay. I'm the type of person who keeps certain palettes for things like their mirrors, okay, and I occasionally still use it because it was a wonderful palette. What are you talking about? Okay, yes. So highlight here area, blend kidogo, okay. Then we are going to go ahead and add the mascara, okay, because the eyelash primer is dry now, okay. So let's go ahead and get to the mascara and finish the look. Yes, I use this MAC Still, okay. I don't know why they discontinued this mascara because it's great. It comes with two ones, option one, and then this for the lower lash line. MAC, what are you doing? These things are revolutionary, okay. So mascara. So those are my eyelashes, guys, with mascara, okay. So you see why you need that primer. It's just so of course I like to do 2 layers of mascara. This is my second layer, okay. Yeah, just be gentle, make sure you're okay. Okay, now if you do makeup, please do your eyelashes as well. Wear mascara, do whatever, okay, because when you do makeup and you don't do your eyelashes, you look dead, you look ghostly, okay. It just doesn't look right, okay. So do your eyelashes. There's a reason you have them, accentuate your beauty. And lately that's how I'm doing my makeup. I want to work around my face. I don't want to change my face too much, okay. Call it old age, but that's where I am at in life, honey. So that's the face so far. That's how I look. Those are my eyelashes. As you can see the difference from when we started, honey. Okay, so now let's finish up this look and I go start to create my content for the day. Next, I am going to go in and fix my beauty marks because I have to, and they get covered by makeup. If I don't show it that it's there, somehow I look like I didn't cover my imperfections or a scar, okay. So let's do it. Okay, so that's it. Okay, then one here. So finally we brush out the eyebrow. See how natural it looks, okay. So final look, I'm going to go just lip gloss. Okay, yes. Good old Fenty. Okay. So that's been it from me and doing my makeup for content day. And the reason it's this minimal because I can easily always switch it up. Okay, do different videos and it's easy to switch them up. For example, I can switch the lip most of the time or switch the hair. Okay, so that's why it's this minimal. Actually, this is too much for content day. Usually I do close to like nude everything. Okay, so it's easy to play with it. Okay, so that's my foundation routine, and that is the trick to get a solid eyebrow that can stay in place. Okay, so thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share.